Hey everybody, welcome back. Just a little bit of news for you guys. Now, I didn't know this happened. I've never heard of this company, but I came across a YouTube video, a guy named Steve Lehtof. He is up in Michigan. He's an attorney. Anyway, he just posted this that this company Save This Life is out of business. This is a year old. So they're out of business. I don't know why. It says they abruptly shut down. But I'm like, okay, let's get this information out. I did not hear about this at all. So they're done. But if you go to, let's see, I went on to the AVMA's website because I think they're the ones that actually released it. Release this information. So this article was shared last year on the AVMA, and it's saying the microchip company closes. And what are you guys supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? So if you go to AAHA, which stands for American Animal Hospital Association, they have a link for microchip registry lookup. And I've got that up here. Here we go. So we've got this company, well, not company, but this website. You can look everything up here. So it talks about basically the registration and the length of the numbers. And, this is the field where you can type in the microchip number and you can pull it up. But also what I kind of like about this also is they have a list of our microchip companies, the registries, and pet recovery services. And here's the difference. The microchip is not a tracking device, so you can't get on your phone and get into an app and track your dog that way, or your cat, or whomever, whatever animal you have chipped. But if you have a tag, a collar that has a tracking tag, or different types of tracking devices like GPS collars or air tags, the whole nine, these are the companies that you want to deal with to make sure that you have the updated information in here. And some of these are overlapping, like Avid, which I used to use way in the back in the day, 24 Pet Watch, etc. But you need to make sure your stuff is up to date, especially if you move. Say you're like, oh, we're going to be moving, and you move, but you forget, and your dog's missing. Oh my God, we don't want our dog missing, okay? I just popped back over here just to show you that this is the AVMA's site. So, okay, so let's go back to here. We've got the microchip registries. We have AKC Reunite with our babies, with Love and Tony. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to share this tab instead. So I clicked on AKC Reunite. We're going to go to My Pets Records. And then over here, it says pet owner. So there we go here. And here's Tony Newfall. And it says 2 pets in the account. And it has Love is over here on this side with all of her information. She's a second pet. And that's basically it. It's not really complicated at all. Pretty easy to keep track of your pet's records and their make sure their information is updated. Here's the thing: when you move, make sure your stuff is updated. When you change your phone number, make sure your information is updated. We always think, oh, I've got to get my license and da da da. Well, make sure your pet's information is updated too. And if you say you are even if you transfer a pet over, you rehome a pet. So Love was registered under her previous owner's name, and we just asked them to please transfer it over and release the record. I think it was called release the record, so that I could go in and I could register her with the account that we wanted to use, the company we wanted to use, which was AKC Reunite. And register all of her information with our information, so that if she did get lost, she's going to be reunited back with us. Okay. Now, if she got lost and it was still under the old owner's name, somebody would scan that, and the chip information and the reunite information would come up under the old owners. And that could be a problem. What if they moved? What if they don't care? These guys care, but I'm just saying these are all the possibilities. So make sure when you adopt a new pet or you buy a pet or you get your pet chipped. I mean, make sure you register, because a chip is only as good as a registration, because if it ain't registered, you ain't finding your pet. You can scan all day long and a number will come up, but if there's no connection, where are they going to go? And a lot of times, if the shelters do it, they wind up back in the shelter. So we don't want our guys to wind up in the shelters. In addition to the fact that a lot of people might need to have, especially these days, just a more economical way of getting your pets microchipped. So a place like Tractor Supply will do it for less expensive than what your veterinarian may do it. So check it out. Check out the shelters and see. Sometimes there's vaccination clinics, and those vaccination clinics, like a rabies clinic, will have microchipping available. So make sure, if you're going to, if you're in a state where there are tons of storms, like hi Florida, tons of storms, make sure your stuff is up to date. And if you have a dog that is an escape dog, of course, do as much prevention as possible. We always like to do proactive things to prevent that. But my God, get a microchip and get a collar, but the collar may fall off, so the collars are great for tracking devices, but they're only as great as you are registering them and keeping the information up to date. So what's my message? Microchip update. Microchip update. If you have any questions, let me know. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend. And you know what? I haven't said this in a long time, but I love you guys. I know the world is crazy right now, but listen, let's pull together. Let's be positive. Let's be kind to each other, even if you don't agree with each other. And don't forget to stuff a Kong for your pet, whatever, cat, bird, I don't care. They all need enrichment. And have a doggone positive day. Don't forget, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, bye.